Self-watering planters are super popular right now, but guess what? You don't have to buy one pre-made from the store. You can make your own from any container that you already own and that you love and think's pretty, because to be honest, a lot of the ones that come from the store are not the prettiest planters in the world. This is a self-watering planter. You've probably seen them. They're all in one. They have a built-in tray in the bottom that makes sure that your plants are being watered even when you may forget for a day or two that you need to water them. So let me show you how to make your own. We've got two different types here. One is a planter that already has a hole in the bottom and actually already drains. You want to make sure that the container has a saucer underneath it that is not going to allow for the container to actually sit down into the water. You want it to kind of hover just above, and this one's small and is going to allow that. And what I've done is to get a piece of rope. I like to use a natural cotton rope that has multiple layers, you may be able to say here, and use it as a wick. So you cut a length of rope, tie a knot at one end, and push it through the bottom of your container and into that little saucer, and just let it sit in the saucer here, just like that. And then you put your plant in. And now when you water it, if you get a little extra water, it'll sit down in the bottom here in this saucer, and the wick will wick it up. It'll give you a little more time in between waterings. Not a ton, you can't leave it, it's not gonna really water itself, but it'll give you a little more time in between waterings. The second way to make a planter is with a container that does not have any holes in it, like this one here. It's basically a bowl, a ceramic bowl. And what you wanna do is basically create a little bit of lift so that your soil is not sitting right down into the water. And I did that with this clear tray. You can buy these for really inexpensive at the garden center. And I've drilled holes all the way around so that the water can still get through. You want to flip it upside down so it's kind of got this cup shape down into your container. And then we're going to do the same wicking method that we did before. I did drill one hole in the center of this plastic saucer, and then we're going to thread the wick, the cotton rope, straight through like this, and let it sit down in the bottom of the container, that bowl, just like that. So now when you put your soil on top and then you put your plant in, then you'll be able to water from the top, and the remainder of the water that's left over will lay down in that bowl and will continue to wick up so that you don't have to water it for a little while. Remember, you guys, self-watering planters are not about never watering yourself. They're just giving you that little bit of extra time in case you forget. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, make sure to comment below.